Territorial liberation.
Done. Razor Hill is ours. The war chief probably see the fires all the way from Groma's Hold.
Vol'jin, you're alive. It is true, then. An open rebellion against the war chief.
Dane, we be needing your support. Razor Hill be but an outpost. The walls of Orgrimmar be fortified since the Cataclysm.
I must tread carefully. Many of my people are still within Orgrimmar.
Lorthamar be ready to strike once he finish with the Isle of Thunder, and the Banshee Queen need no excuse. But they board across the sea. Without your strength, we can't breach the city. I need Tauren arms.
We are preparing. I just need time to ensure the safety of my people. But Vol'jin... Garrosh has turned Orgrimmar into a fortress. You may need to seek out allies beyond the Horde.
Allies beyond the Horde. In other words, he needs help from the Alliance. Now, this is the weekly thing I was talking about. You need to collect 150 lumber, oil, meat, and stone. Our work be far from finished, Javasaurus. The flames of change burn, but they can still be snuffed out. Bring me more Corcoran supplies and I will reward you well. You get the Radical Mojo and Valor Points. Now, I might as well explain the Quartermaster. No use explaining since it's going to be gone in like a few days. Or by the time this is uploaded. You can get special stuff. Yeah. And you can also get these items which you can turn into 489 gear with the Radical Mojo. So, yeah. Now I'll probably save Battlefield Bounds to last. I'll probably skip it in. Not skip it in. I'll probably skip to when I have all the items I handed in. But for now, we have something from Chen Stormstout.
So, got any stories?
Years ago, I helped put the Horde together on these very sands. How times have changed. What are you doing here, Chen Stormstout? Storm Stout. Talk slower, dragon. Javasaurus, so strange to see you here, far from the green forests of Pandaria. When I first sailed away from the Wandering Isle years ago, this ragged shore was one of the first places I visited. Ah, the air still smells the same. But times have changed. Back then I helped fall Vol'jin, Rexor, and Rokan to lay the foundation of Orgrimmar. Today I hardly recognize the place. Chen's face falls. So much needless bloodshed. I just don't understand. Has Pandaria taught us nothing? Pandaria has taught us plenty. It's taught Garrosh fuck all.
Come back with some stories.
Right, the old seer. Hellscream is using Pandaria's secrets to wage war against the world, and even his own people. Is this really what the last Pandaren Emperor had in mind when he cloaked the continent in mists? And why did the mists suddenly disappear? I must have answers. In my travels, I met an old scholar, an expert on the last Emperor. Please, seek out Seer Hao Famru. Last we spoke, he was planning to retrace the Emperor's steps by scaling Mount Everest, but he was far too old to attempt such a climb. Locate Seer Hao Famru on the slopes of Mount Everest in Kunlai Summit.
May your journey be long.
Now we're going to do this one, then I will skip ahead to do Battlefield Barons. Now this one's definitely interesting. And the first time I went through it, or at least the first time I heard the sound files on MO Champion, it was interesting. To say the least. Ooh, I have mail. Just auction out stuff. Okay. we go. And I forgot I had this up. And shit, I personally mind if I uploaded to YouTube. Zaga, if you're watching this, thank you for helping me through that quest. It was tricky. Right, so this quest should give me like a pair of 502 boots, I think. It should be helpful getting my level up. I need to get into the other LFRs before next patch next week. Oh boy, right. Add-ons, no, right. Yep, I'm right near there. If that black dragon is up, then I will go on the paladin and kill it for loot. Is up? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Right, should be over here. There we go. Shao-Hao. Huff. Oh, hello, Puff. Hello there, young man. Quite a school we're having up here today, isn't it? If you can call that a squall, then sure. In his time of uncertainty, the lost emperor walked a lonely path up this mountain until he had at last found his answers. I am here to walk the same path, and it seems you have questions of your own to be answered. Perhaps you will join me, and we can both be satisfied. That's what she said. Oh, but I am getting old, and this blizzard is proving too much for my bones. Could you climb ahead and anchor this rope? I can hoist myself along from here. From there. Together we shall walk the path of the lost emperor. Quest objectives. Attach the climbing rope to each rope anchor along the path to help Shao-Hao reach Seeker's Point. I get a lovely pair of boots as a reward.
Do not get angry with the elements. Violence is their nature. I conquered my own anger long ago. My, you are strong. When I was young, I might have doubted that we could do this. But now, I have no doubts at all.
He's talking about violence and doubt and how he has overcome his. Interesting, don't you think?
Such wind, such cold. Once, it would have filled these old bones with despair. But on this day, I am filled with hope. Such a patient one. When I was young, I would have hated this task. Nowadays, I am filled with love.
Oh crap, I don't have a Zephyr. Ah well, you'll get across it normally.
Do not fear the heights, as I did when I was young. Fear can drive us to terrible deeds. Ah, but I see that, like me, you have learned the lessons of courage.
You have to face the things I've fought. Fear can drive us to do terrible deeds. I've actually learned that lesson pretty hard in real life. But sometimes you don't really see any other path, apart from the path that you think is right.
Here we are. Oh, these old bones are tired. More than you can imagine. You surprised me. I expected a hero such as yourself to balk at the task of carrying an old man up a mountain. Most are too proud.
Proud. We made it here, Mage. Thank you so much. Please, help yourself to some of my old knickknacks, but I am afraid I have not been completely honest with you. I shall turn up the sound so we can hear.
I was going to teach you a lesson, but instead, it is you who have taught me. You see, when I was young, I was Emperor. The realm you see all around you was mine to command. I conquered my doubts, my fears, my anger. I buried all of it within the land. But I held on to one vice, the one Shah I never conquered. Pride. My pride cloaked this land in mists. I thought we were better than the rest of the world. I thought we could solve our own problems, but for 10,000 years we stagnated. Our doubts and fears buried in the land, rising up to fester whenever we allowed them. Pride. It is the most insidious of Shah. It is good until it is bad, and then it is more dangerous than all the others combined. Beware of pride. Be humble. The world is plunging into chaos. All the enemies must work together. Proud races must admit they need help. Things are going to get worse before they get better. Only by working together can we overcome the darkness. All that stands in our way is pride.
So yeah, that was the last Pandaren Emperor. Or should I say his ghost. And apparently there was a 7th Shah, the Shah of Pride, which we have yet to face. But we will in a new raid, like, in a week. So yeah. As a personal note, for those who have been going through World of Warcraft, Mr. Pandaria yourself, what do you think of all the Shah? Do you recognize any of the Shahs that you know in real life? Like pride, fear, violence, all that stuff? I actually recognize some of those in my life, and I am trying to overcome them. But other Shahs in other people's lives are contributing to the Shahs in my life. And people's pride is definitely not helping my other issues. I'm really going too personal into these things. Oh hey, the dragon's up. And someone is killing him. Well. As a side note, that dragon drops quite a bit of loot every time you kill him, and he spawns like every hour or two, so yeah, you can kill him several times a day. So yeah, the only thing left in this thing is Battlefield's Barons weekly, which I will skip ahead to doing, and then I will be back in order to hand it in and then maybe get some gear. So yeah, I will... what's the word? I will end this here and I will go to when I complete it. Okay, like several hours later, I am back. I have finished the Battlefield Barons. So, yeah. Go over here. Click on you. I'll go the Barons Mage. Kita Alatas chuckles to himself. I see you made a whole lot of cork-on heads roll for these supplies. Well, mon, Vol'jin was right to commend you. These supplies will be lasting us an entire week. Boom. Dark Spear Revolutionary. We got a title. Dark Spear Revolutionary. It'll be under D... there it is. Dark Spear Revolutionary. Now, these aren't available as of next week. Or should I say this week, considering... I don't know when this will be uploaded, but... well, what are you gonna do? And I might as well show off the radical module. I will get to myself shoulders. Okay. Right click, combine with my radical mojo. Dissident's mantle of the fire flash. I might keep the PvP set as transmog. But yeah, that's about it really. 2 more item level and I can get to the next dungeon, and I think I know where I can get those. So yeah, I will end this video here. This has been DragonofEternity, and I have been playing through patch 5.5? 5.3 in World of Warcraft. Until next time.